Hello everyone, this is my demonstration speech. In this speech, I will be demonstrating how to accurately calculate a heart rate from a pulse. Now, I want you to sit and visualize working out really hard in the gym or sitting next to someone and they are randomly having a medical emergency and you need to know the heart rate in that instance. I have been taught how to read a heart rate and read a pulse by multiple medical professionals and medical professors, and I am here today in order to teach you how to calculate a heart rate. There are 3 steps we need to follow, and I will walk you through each step. The first step being how to locate the pulse. The second being how to properly use this location to get a pulse reading. The third being calculating the heart rate from the pulse that we just read. Now, there are 2 common pulse points on the body. We are able to read a pulse from these 2 points. These 2 points being the radial artery on our wrist. This one is the most common. Now, if we aren't able to read from the wrist, maybe it's just not apparent, then we can go to the carotid artery on the side of the neck. I will first show you how to do the pulse on the wrist. We look at our wrist, look at our hand, and I want you to do this with me as we go. So put your hand out in front of you, palm facing towards you. I want you to look at your wrist right in the middle, and I want you to lean to the outermost part of your wrist towards the side where your thumb is at. And I want you to place your index finger and middle finger right there. Now you might ask me, why not put my thumb there? Don't put your thumb there to do a pulse reading because you have your own internal pulse in your thumb. If you try to read someone's pulse while you're going like this, you're going to end up reading your pulse with their pulse. So once we go like this, we want to have a timer or a stopwatch in front of us. And we're going to start counting. Well, you might ask me, well, how long am I going to count the pulse? I'm not going to sit here all day, right? We're going to put the timer or the stopwatch to 15 seconds. And we're going to count. Let's say, for example, I counted 20 beats in those 15 seconds. This is where the calculation comes in. Very simple, very straight to the point. A heart rate is how many times the heart beats or pulsates in a single minute. Well, right now we have 15 seconds. We're going to multiply this number by 4 to get to a full minute. So 15, and not 15, but 20, because we have 20 beats. 20 times 4 is 80. That would make that person's heart rate 80 beats per minute. And now you've learned how to check a pulse. And same thing goes here. You just place your fingers. Well, for me, it's not really a good visual guide because I do have a scarf on, but think of it like this. Find the Adam's apple in the middle of the throat, the neck, and go to the side. Place those same 2 fingers right there and count with 15 seconds. Now, there's some people whose pulses are just not as consistent or it fluctuates. This is where the safest option would be to just hold for the full 60 seconds. No calculation necessary. You hold and you count for the full 60 seconds, and that is the most accurate way to check a pulse. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that from now on we all know how to calculate a heart rate and we know how to read someone's heart rate just based off of the pulse that we feel. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this speech. Bye-bye.